Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to give you a little background about myself before I get into the whole Modafinil thing that I just started trying out. First off, my name is Taylor, and I struggle with generalized anxiety disorder and social anxiety. Um, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder along with social anxiety about, let's say, like a year ago. So I've tried pretty much everything that they'd give you for anxiety. I've tried Paxil, Zoloft, Lexapro, Wellbutrin. I tried Brentilix once, which isn't a very common one. Uh, I've also had the regular anti-anxiety medicines like Xanax, Klonopins, Ativan, and I don't know, man. I mean, it helps with some people, but most people that I've met, like antidepressants, just don't seem to work for anxiety. I mean, they do to an extent. Like Paxil helped my anxiety, but at the same time, man, I was sleeping all day long, and I gotta work. I can't be doing that. I can't be tired all the time. So I came up with the idea whenever I was watching. This is so common, but I was watching Limitless, and I started to do some research on NZT or whatever, and yeah, I eventually came around to what NZT was based off of, which is modafinil, and I did a little research. I was like, Googled modafinil and anxiety, and so it seemed like a lot of people were praising this drug for it, for helping, and so I figured, what the hell, I'd give it a try because it was like, it helps increase. I remember I was reading this one article that was like, really got me into it. It was like, it helps increase sociability, um, obviously helps you concentrate, helps with performance anxiety, uh, just like everything that I was struggling with. So I was like, hey, might as well fucking give it a try. And I was kind of confused at first because usually a stimulating drug makes your anxiety worse, but in this case, a lot of people were saying it helps get your mind, all your thoughts in order into like, so that way you can just focus on one thing at a time, because my mind is always just like going and going and going, constantly worrying. So I was like, hey, might as well give it a try. So I went to my doctor, I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, we can try it out, why not? I mean, tried pretty much everything, so let's try something new. So yeah, that was yesterday whenever I got prescribed it. I got prescribed it at around like 9:45, got my prescription at 11, and despite what everybody said, how, you shouldn't take it later in the day because you'll be up, excuse me, for like 15 hours or whatever, I was like, fuck it. I have to try this. Like, it's just sitting in my hand, and I was like, I gotta see what's up with this medicine. So I ended up taking half, 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams total, and despite what everybody says on YouTube, how about like you feel it after an hour and everything is clear and you can concentrate for hours and everything's right in the world. Like I didn't feel any of that. I really didn't. And then 1 p.m. rolled around, and I was sitting in my car about to go into work, and I was just like, usually I'm sitting out there vaping my heart out because I'm so nervous to go in because I'm still new there, and I'm still kind of nervous about like, I don't know, dealing with customers and stuff. And I noticed that whenever I pulled up, I just got out and just went in, and I was talking to my coworkers a lot more, which was really nice because I like my coworkers. It's just like getting used to them, I guess. And but I did notice what was weird. I couldn't focus on the customers, like what they would say. I had to like ask them like a couple times what their requests were. Like I work at a cell phone store, so things can get kind of complicated. And I just kept on losing my train of thought, which I thought was weird because this medicine's supposed to like help you focus and like make everything work right. And so I was struggling with that for like most of the day. And then around like 4, I started to feel like a slight headache, and I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna suck. And so I noticed that I was starting to get a little bit more irritated with customers and a little bit more grumpy. And by the time 6 rolled around, I just felt like shit because I hadn't ate since like 11, and I really had no appetite. But I knew that was the reason. I needed to eat something. And so I finally got off work. I was feeling like shit. I had a headache going, and I get home, and my wife had gotten me a sandwich or whatever, and I was trying to just eat this sandwich, and I just felt nauseous, like so disgusted with what I was looking at. Like I just could not eat it. And it took me like 25 minutes to get this sandwich down, and this headache was just killing me at this point. I went and just laid down and tried to relax and just, I don't know, let the sandwich settle, give me some nutrients, and eventually it started to pass. And one thing I did notice, usually whenever I get off work, I'm really just grumpy, like more grumpy than I was at work. Like usually when I get off of work, I'm just like, just leave me alone. Like I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go lay down, play a video game or anything but socialize. Like I've met my threshold for the day. And I noticed I was talking to my wife a little bit more, which was nice, because mainly it's the anxiety and just like being irritated. That's why I just don't want to like talk. So that's why I'm glad like this medicine is helping with social aspects of my life. So I noticed I was talking to her like a little bit more, and I ended up going to sleep at 12 that night, which isn't bad at all. And I slept fine. So today rolled around, day 2, and I took it at 9. I took 100 milligrams. I was afraid of the whole nausea thing again, so I just decided to go with 100 milligrams. And today was like pretty good actually. I mean, it was pretty good. I wasn't feeling like extremely clear like it's supposed to do or whatever. So I really think I need to go with the 200 milligrams. But like my buddy hit me up and he was like, "Let's go grab a few beers." And usually I don't really do that. And I was like, "Hey, okay." And so I went out and I noticed I was talking like a lot more, which was really awesome because he has bad anxiety too. So whenever we chill, we just kind of just chill. But I noticed I was like starting conversation, like talking about different things, and I never do that. So that was awesome. So that was pretty much my day. There was a hurricane here today, so it was a disaster outside. This was one weird thing because it's not supposed to do this. Like I ended up taking a nap at like 7, and it doesn't make sense because I don't know, it should have kept me up longer according to everything that I've read. But I was eating a little bit more today. Like it was a lot easier to eat, which was good. Like I actually had an appetite again because I did not have one yesterday. And I've had 2 hallucinations on this medicine. I can't remember what happened the second time, but the first time I was sitting in my bedroom and I thought my dog was outside, like in here. And so I was sitting there, I was like, Enya, where are you? And so I look out the door, and I swear to fucking God, like I saw her like walk by, and then like I look around and I see her like ruffling in the blankets, and she was actually in the bedroom. I was like, what the hell, man? And yeah, like I said, I can't remember what happened the second time. I just know I was in that bar and I saw something out of the corner of my eye that was not there. And it actually is one of the side effects, like hallucinating. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience thus far. I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated. I've noticed that like a lot of these videos, like the guys kind of just bail after like a few videos. I don't want to do that. I don't know. I want to keep you guys like even if this helps one person, like that's good enough for me. Like whatever it is. But yeah, okay, guys. Peace out.